Hi, welcome back to this video again, and love to share more about my life, my journey, and we're going to continue to talk about the topic of the money blueprint that we have in the past that doesn't serve what we are today and future life. So we talk about three main components that we have in the last video. We talked about the cultural blueprint that we have about money. We talk about the economic blueprint about money, and the last one is gender or age blueprint. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit on the gender or age blueprint because when it comes to age, this is what I born to believe with, and I always have this problem because I start early. So when I start early, at the age of 14, I will already start to make some income from the small businesses, or say that from work out there. I love to make money from work, but work is paid by hourly basis. So I become a waiter for 350 per hour, 400 per hour, and I slowly take up small businesses like coaching business and drawing business, whatever small business that I can take from. It's like self-employed business, and I even open up a stall out there and to sell something, and I make up as a clown. So a lot of funny stuff. But I always have a belief that age is not going to be my barrier, and that is a powerful blueprint for me. That's serving me. That is not something that's not serving me. That's something that's serving me. So people will come to me to say that I'm too old. I'm too old to own this this wealth. I'm too young to have all this experience. Or I don't have educations because I doesn't read a lot of books. I don't have diploma degrees, whatever. So for me, I will come back to you and say that I start early, and if I let the age become a stumbling block for me, I will not get hired by HSBC. I will not be experiencing international banking life, corporate life in the early stage. And I'm being headhunted by other job street companies to go to become a consultant at early apprentice. So these are all the experience that I have in the past. So I understand that young and old age is not going to be a problem for you, and that is a blueprint that a lot of people have in their early stage of life, and it doesn't serve you. When it doesn't serve you, you need to change the money blueprint. So I'm going to talk. The other one is geographically. The number four reason why there is a burdens for you that dragging you, that transformation doesn't happen. Geographically, I would say that okay, I stay in the earlier stage. I stay in a quite affluent environment, and I already witnessed riches in the past. But when things start to get bad, okay, when we move from Indonesia to Malaysia, then I realized that the affluent market and the low class market is different. And my father struggled to make a 2,000 of salary living every single month, and my mother just have a so limited budget for us to live on, to buy vegetables, to spend on daily life, and we can hardly spend too much on other things. So I don't feel that kind of ownership due to this kind of geographically issue, and I start to feel poor. And of course, before that, in the previous childhood that we stay in a great neighborhood, and we have great neighbor that we associate just like a family, and I still love them. I hope to see them in the coming 1 to 2 years time, and I just hope that I want to be born again and to really have that kind of feeling again. But when through the process of this one, from the migration that I am coming back from that kind of childhood to Malaysia life, and from the outgoing and very very happy person, I start to stuck in the life of staying in apartments. I didn't say apartment or condo is bad, but it's the lifestyle that being introduced, that we have so bad neighborhood that our neighbor will condemn each other. Our neighbor will criticize on all the small things, bully us because we look young, things like that. And because of that kind of geography issue that we have, I start to feel that I doesn't worth to own a terrace house. And I always, when I have a chances for me, I doesn't go to buy a property. Instead, I came back to the previous blueprint of the old thinking that I want to build a business first, so that I can make a lot of money. From a lot of money, I'm going to buy big house, semi-D bungalow, whatever things that I want. And that is scarcity mindset that I have that is dragging me based on the geographically, I would say, that category that I have. And the last money blueprint is spiritual. Honestly, I don't really go to the church that much, and I don't really like to be in a ritual process of meeting up with spiritual people. And I doesn't say that you need to follow my way, and my way is a right way or the wrong way. I believe that there's a specific purpose and reason we are here today. And what I don't like doesn't mean that what you should be, and that is the right thing for you to do. You need to consult your elders, your pastors, or people that really care about you, people that look at you as a son and daughter, or people that look at you as a family. Get some advice from them. But for me, I grew up in the spiritual belief, and before I'm a Christian. At the teenage time, we grow up in the Buddhism environment. But I told you about that before I moved to Malaysia and Indonesia. We are being raised in a Christian community. I go to international school, and we go church every Sunday, Sunday school, and we take part in choir activities. I would say that poem deliver, poem writing, or I would say that speech or Bible study competition, Bible study competition, more to the competitions. So we grew up in that Christian-based environment, and when we move here, we need to absorb, and my parents forced me to take on Buddhism education, or say that Buddhism environment, which a lot of rituals, and I hate it the most. I will say that not because of the Buddhism people is bad, or no, and I doesn't speak this out of because of a religion issue, but because of the incongruency I have in my life that affecting me in a spiritual basis. And I still remember that every single time that I have holidays, my mom will force me to go to some Buddhism spiritual activities like praying this and that, and I will learn how to pray from this to here, and then it's like so many rituals after rituals, and then I need to follow through, and then to read whatever books or context that they have for me, and then but at the end of my heart, I doesn't feel anything. I doesn't feel the relationship with the God that they introduce. So honestly speaking, that is also the reason why I don't really like a ritual based, even in the Christian community that we have. That I see that I want to build a relationship with Heavenly Father, with Christ, but there's certain part of me that I want to do it. I want to build that kind of intimacy alone. That I don't want other people to distract me from hearing from God, and I want to see the vision. I want to make the vision real. And by joining too much activities or rituals, even in our Christian life, I feel that I'm being distracted. I doesn't mean that you asking not going to church. I just say that is me, and there are certain times that I want to be alone, that I want to hear alone, and a lot of people that don't understand me in the past will feel worried about me. But over the time, as we grow as a family, and as we grow, as I grow as a son, and I explain to them, I need to take a break out of this, because this is time that I see a vision, and I need to hear more and more. This is a time that I'm being tested in faith, and this is a time that breakthrough going to happen. But I don't want to hear from other people other than Heavenly Father. So that is the reason why I would say that people doesn't have a breakthrough in 5 categories, and this 5 is a blueprint, and the reason why transformation doesn't happen. So I'm going to repeat that again. So what is the first one? The first one is the cultural blueprint about money. The second one, economic blueprint about money in the past. The third one is a gender or age blueprint. Okay. The fourth one, geographically, how do you grow up to be? How do you live life in the past and the current days? And the fifth one is the spiritual part. So this 5 things is a blueprint for you to see that what is the reason that transformation doesn't happen, and they must be within these 5 areas that is becoming a burden for you. I will say that it's been a chain for you, and then you need to go through that kind of chain breaking process before you can move on. So I'm going to share more about how do you break the chain. And during all my videos, I believe that we're going to grab here and there some tips, and because I'm talking about myself, talking about my life, not about other people's life. And I hope that you can grab something out of it, and you apply it to your life. And I hope to see abundance coming through the overflow to your life. And I'm your brother in this journey, and I love you, and I hope to see you in abundance. I'm going to meet you somewhere. Love you. Thank you for listening and watching this video. See you again.